Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and got a good one for you today. I'm in Laguna. Beautiful Heisler Park, absolutely stunning, but there's a lot to talk about. With this FTX crypto uh, bankruptcy, you're going to see a lot of fallout. You're going to see banks that are going to go out of business as well. So before I get into it, please take a second. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And guys, don't forget Webull. Take a look at Webull. Open up a Webull account, and you can get 2 free shares of stock. You deposit anything, and they will give you 10 more shares. And you can trade cryptos, you can trade stocks, whatever you'd like. Take a look at them today and use the link below. Now, Sam Bankman-Fried, this guy set up his FTX exchange, and now after the fact, all these stories are coming out that are absolutely insane. And what we're seeing is that this place was ran like a frat house, and it wasn't ran like a regular business. And here's the thing: Larry Summers, the former Treasury Secretary, he steps forward today and says, hey, this is like Enron. This is going to be an Enron moment. They're comparing it to Enron. They're comparing it to Lehman Brothers. And here's one thing. I mean, a lot of these people are back, you know, talking about this thing. And then they're saying, oh, you should have known. Everybody knows it was a problem. No, nobody did that. Everybody threw their money at this kid like it was crazy. But then the way that this kid lived in the Bahamas, had a beautiful multi-million dollar condo, 9 people living there, just hanging out all day long. And it was crazy, absolutely crazy. But this guy's running this, you know, multi-billion-dollar exchange, and everybody took his word that this thing was going to be revolutionary and changing crypto trading. The only problem was when people looked deep into it, they saw problems. Like Elon Musk. Elon Musk says that his BS detector went off the second he was introduced to this guy, and didn't believe that the guy had the money, because he wanted to give Elon Musk $3 billion to help get himself Twitter. And Elon said, wait a second, does this guy have $3 billion in cash? Is he liquid for that? Well, apparently it wasn't. So Elon said he won't take the meeting. And the second thing I don't want with the meeting is I don't want this guy to sit there and talk to me about blockchain and how it's going to revolutionize business and things like that. I'm not interested in that with Twitter, because this guy wanted Twitter on the blockchain. So you're going to see more and more stuff come out about this. There are so many celebrities and so many people that are losing big time right now with this, and billions of dollars. They think that there's, you know, at least $3 billion of shareholder money that's gone, and it's crazy. So crazy, absolutely nuts right now. So banks right now, this is going to come out this week. People are reaching out to me and telling me about these banks that were tied to this. And again, you don't necessarily have, you know, cash with a bank account. And these crypto exchanges just went through, and the crypto exchanges were tied to banks. Certain payments, certain credit card payments, things like that. But we're going to hear about a bank that's going to go out of business this week as a result of these guys. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out, to say the least.
Are you making a good one for us today?
Yeah, I am. Hey, it's the financial prepper.
Hey, guys.
Look who's in town for the big party.
Big party. We're going to have so much fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it is.
There's another YouTuber up there.
What's his name? What's that guy? Who's the... I always forget that guy. Is it Economic or Economic Ninja? What do you think? Anyways, Economic Ninja's here. A lot of people are here. It's very cool. We're at the hotel, people hanging out. It's nice to see that people traveled from around the country to come to this thing. Very, very flattering, to say the least. So tonight's party is going to be absolutely amazing. And one of these guys to see this beautiful beach. And we were standing on the cliff, had a bunch of sharks out there in the water. It was very, very cool to see that. So the fallout from the crypto exchange that goes out of business is going to be epic. And we haven't seen anything yet. People can talk about this, how this guy's they just filed bankruptcy. You're going to see people go to jail for this one. People stepped forward and said that this makes Bernie Madoff look good, like he was a schoolboy compared to what the Bankman-Fried, whatever the heck his name was, that it's going to be catastrophic for markets. It's going to be catastrophic for the crypto industry. But again, guys, all this leverage, all these different things that these guys did to put themselves in this position is just catastrophic. And your money's lost. So where does it go from there? Share your thoughts on that. Now, the next thing with Elon Musk had a compensation package with Tesla where he was going to make about $60 billion in pay. And one shareholder said, this is insane that we're paying this guy this much money. And he wanted to stop it. So he filed a lawsuit. That was in 2018. The lawsuit goes to trial this week. And if this guy wins, the guy doesn't want any money. The guy wants the compensation overturned and the money returned to shareholders. Crazy. So that will be interesting to see how this plays out. Speaking of Elon, Twitter, some kid went out and showed how within 10 minutes you could get that verified blue check and then you could impersonate somebody else. Now, the one thing that this guy did was he impersonated an ESPN reporter and said that the Las Vegas Raiders just fired their coach and used the ESPN guy's name, but it said like Jeff Schechter not. So in other words, it was kind of a parody, but the thing was retweeted thousands of times and everybody talked about it and it gave it credibility with this. But that's the problem with this, is this verification process is an absolute joke. So Twitter has stopped selling the blue check marks right now. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But, share your thoughts. Are you guys on social media right now? Are you guys doing this stuff? So, oh, it is him. Look, it's the Economic Ninja, guys.
Hey, who's that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Wow, very, very
How are
good
ya?
looking.
Come on, do it.
I can't do it. I got stuff in my fingers.
Yeah.
I got stuff going on.
Well, it's great. Parties, plans are here. Just going to do a quick video for you guys today. But this is going to be absolutely epic. I wanted these guys to see this place, and it's just stunning. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. But this is going to have huge ramifications. You will see banks go out of business. And here's an interesting fact, that the lawyer that dealt with Lehman Brothers is dealing with the Sam Bankman-Fried for the FTX exchange. Isn't that a coincidence? Isn't that crazy? Plus this guy, Sam Bankman-Fried, he was the second largest donor in the country for the midterms. He gave almost $40 million to the Democrats to buy influence and buy, deregulation towards his crypto exchange. So, interesting to say the least. But the same people that he was trying to get regulation from, he was courting and giving them money. So is it fair? Is it not fair? What do you guys think about that stuff? Because I think that, again, the tip of the iceberg is this thing. And you're going to see major people, major names that we all know, have lost a boatload of money right now.
We'll get our feet wet in a minute. Yeah, the surge comes in.
Hey guys, as we're walking up through this beautiful park, and I'm showing these guys everything, there's a few things in the economy that I want to talk about. The first one is a great article below about commercial real estate and how it's the canary in the coal mine that nobody's dealing with. And I'm going to give you guys some stats right now. Commercial real estate, they say, has gone down 30% this year in price. And it went down 14% alone last month by itself. So you're going to see, again, people that have buildings that don't have tenants, how are they making those mortgage payments right now? Do you guys have anything you want to add to this?
Well, the great when everybody left during 2020 and it was remote working, we're starting to see companies with very serious problems. And that is, they still have these long-term leases that they signed on these properties, so they're having to call back employees, and they are having to actually try and get productivity up. Quiet quitting is alive and well. As a matter of fact, they've got this massive campaign against quiet quitters. They want to destroy them in the corporate workforce, and one way is to get them back into the company with their thumbs on them right now. Right. So that's going to be huge.
Elon Musk also said that, hey, if you want to work at Twitter, you need to be in the office, and we're not going to do remote. So it just continues.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But what's crazy is the death of the American economy right now is happening where it's hitting small mom and pop shops. I just talked to a plumber the other day, a sprinkler company owner, and he said he took out an SBA loan of about $175,000, and he actually called the SBA and says, "I'm having trouble. I'm not getting the jobs I used to. I can't literally pay the loan back, and those loan payments start around February. And a lot of our SBA loans are coming due, and they start the payments, even though they've been accruing interest rate." One of the companies I own, we're accruing interest rate every day.
Say that again, because when people don't realize this, they had deferred payments.
Yeah.
But the second that loan was deposited in their checking accounts, they have interest that accrues daily.
Yeah. Well, here, I got to say something else too. Not only the interest accrue daily, I actually know companies that went and bought cryptocurrency with those loans. So now think about that. The cryptocurrency was higher when they started putting money in, and now it's lower. So a lot of people did speculate. Some people did expand their business, but if the business isn't coming in, even though you expanded your business and bought more equipment, things like that, you're not able to make those payments, and that's going to be hard.
There are millions of businesses that have those loans, and the average low-end payment for an EIDL loan is $500 a month, and people cannot go bankrupt on those loans.
Yep.
It's going to open up a Department of Justice investigation into the practices of the company, and total can of worms.
Here's something else that no one's talking about is satellite offices. Satellite offices blew up in like 2014, 2015, where companies would actually go and people would buy office buildings and then separate it and then rent them out, one-off, offices, right? Because a lot of times to start a business, you need a physical address, a place to get mail, things like that. And those satellite offices are going to be low-hanging fruit for any company owner. And I know a guy right now that owns a coffee business. He literally has 2 satellite offices, one near the beach and one downtown San Luis Obispo, because he just likes being able to show people his offices. I don't know why. Yeah. But that's going to be low-hanging fruit when your sales die to just get rid of those. So Absolutely. Then those landlords are going to be hurting even more in the commercial space.
Absolutely. How is Louisiana for commercial real estate? Are you seeing the vacancies that you've seen here?
It happens.
All the stuff.
It happens in where we're at way later than it does in a place like this. This would be considered a cyclical market, and where we live would be considered a linear market. It doesn't, it goes down and up. You guys in California do like this, it's really good and it's really bad. But yeah, I mean, it's starting maybe. I would say maybe it's not even noticeable yet, but I think it's probably starting there. Probably nothing like here. But what do you expect? We're heading into a recession, and there's always a liquidity crisis.
I think that we're knee deep in it right
now.
Okay,
I agree.
We're heading into a depression, actually.
Well, that's what I think.
You must believe the government numbers.
Yeah, right.
Okay. The other thing is, people right now are talking about different crypto credit cards and things like that were tied to that FTX exchange that are now shut off, and people can't get their points and their cryptos and things like that they had accrued and earned. I think that this is one thing I covered earlier in the video. This is just the tip of the iceberg with all of this. And you're going to see banks go out of business. You're going to see major problems with this right now. And the other thing is that, when it comes to credit cards, one thing that I always recommend people do is look at the fees, look at everything involved, because they're getting their money one way or another.
Yep.
And one thing that happens, the Brookings Institute, this story is below too, was talking about how still, even though a lot of banks have gotten rid of overdraft fees, the overdraft fees hurt the poorest community. They hurt the people that make the least amount of money. They may need to swipe their debit card. They think they're going to get paid on Friday, and they don't get paid till Monday, and they get hit with a bunch of overdraft charges. And that still is $30 billion a year that the banks are making from people. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's so. But what are you going to do?
It's always those guys that pay the bill.
Yeah.
It's always the middle class that ends up footing all of it,
So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Financial Prepper and the Ninja swinging by. Going to be at the party tonight. It's going to be fantastic.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
because I like to do. I'm going to end this video with just these last couple stories here. Just quick Saturday video for you guys. Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, he has been advertising that FTX exchange, and he lost a ton of money in that thing too. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. As we were sitting here, the financial prepper got an email from a friend of his who has a credit card that's tied to crypto, and everything's been frozen in the account. And they wrote her a letter also that said, hey, you have to continue to make your payment, but you don't have access to the account anymore. So this is just the tip of this right now. So, do not forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys very soon.